What is up, everybody? That's here. Today we're going to be talking about why Mega Mewtwo Y and Mega Mewtwo X never saw competitive play in VGC 2016, despite the fact that Mewtwo by itself was already a pretty good Pokemon. Let's solve this mystery together, and let's hop right into it. Here we go. Mewtwo by itself was actually a pretty decent Pokemon in VGC 2016. It had an amazing base speed stat of 130, making it faster than pretty much every other Pokemon in the meta other than Aerodactyl and Crobat. It had a great special attack stat of 154, great HP, and pretty average or above average defenses in base 90 in both stats. Mewtwo was a well-rounded Pokemon that most people would think of as like the Mario of the restricted Pokemon list. It could do a little bit of everything. Mewtwo X and Mewtwo Y, on the other hand, Mewtwo Y made Mewtwo a little bit more of a glass cannon. It got a little bit faster, a lot stronger in the special attack department, a little bit weaker in the defense department, but a lot more bulky in the special defense department. Mewtwo X, on the other hand, opted to go for a physical route, retaining the same base speed but getting a lot more physical attack and gaining the fighting typing. Now, these two Pokemon have weaknesses to one Pokemon that regular Mewtwo has no problem with, and that's actually going to be Talonflame. Talonflame, this was before the Gale Wings nerf, so it always had priority moves on its Brave Birds, and Choice Band Talonflame was actually a very, very popular Pokemon. If we take a look at a Brave Bird from a Choice Band Adamant Talonflame going into a regular Mewtwo, this is regular Mewtwo, it cannot OHKO, and regular Mewtwo still has a little bit of health left to do whatever it wants with. It can take a couple ticks from Hail or Sandstorm, it can actually live a little bit, it might even be able to live like a Fake Out and a Brave Bird and still be able to do something next turn. If we take a look at Mewtwo Y though, Mewtwo Y, because it loses 20 base defense, it actually puts itself into range to get OHKO'd. And if we take a look at Mewtwo X does kind of the same thing. It's a fighting type, so it is still going to go down to that Brave Bird. So making your Mega restricted weak to Talonflame, not the best thing. You also got to remember that this is a really, really big format for Mega Evolution in general. Yes, you can use two restricteds, but you can only use one Mega. Are you really going to be wasting your Mega Evolution on a Pokemon that goes down to a potential not Mega, not restricted Pokemon? It's a little bit too much investment for most players. Let's also take a look at some calcs that some of these Pokemon have. So let's take a look at Mega Mewtwo Y using a Psystrike against a very, very popular Pokemon in the format, Primal Kyogre. Most Primal Kyogres were built full HP, full special attack. They were usually like modest for most of the format. You can see Psystrike, yes, it might be able to get the KO, but it's a 191 to 107, which is a 50% chance to get the KO. And remember, Psystrike is a really, really strong move that deals damage to the defensive slot, which you can see on Primal Kyogre is going to be its weaker slot. If we take a look at a Mewtwo though, Mewtwo, unlike Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y, Mewtwo is able to hold an item. So you can see if we go to a Mewtwo here that has a Life Orb, we're going to be able to get a 1.3 boost to all of our attacks at the cost of a little bit of our health, which we already know we have a high base HP pool. And it's going to make Mewtwo, regular Mewtwo, hit harder than Mega Mewtwo X or Mega Mewtwo Y without having to use its Mega Evolution. Remember, this is the calc that Mewtwo Y, that has a normally much higher base special attack stat, does to a Kyogre. This is a Life Orb variant of that. And also, I will say that both of these are at +1 after a Calm Mind. You did need the Calm Mind to get here. But you can see regular Mewtwo just does more damage to the Kyogre. It actually has a % chance to get the OHKO on the Kyogre where Mewtwo Y doesn't. So the main reason why regular Mewtwo saw a lot more play than Mewtwo Y or Mewtwo X was just because it didn't need to have a Mega Stone to actually hit harder. Just the Life Orb on regular Mewtwo was more than enough. And in reality, I think a lot of people opted to go with like regular Mewtwo, a Kyogre, or a Groudon, and then save their Mega Evolution for something like a Mega Salamence or a Mega Kangaskhan, or even a Mega Gengar in a lot of situations. I do think that it was really fun whenever you did see people use Mewtwo X or Mewtwo Y, but all it took was like a Kangaskhan using Sucker Punch on a Mewtwo Y, or Talonflame using Brave Bird on either a Mewtwo X or Mewtwo Y, and it was able just to clean those Pokemon up and take them out of the game. Again, these were the common sets for these two Pokemon, being Calm Mind on the Mewtwo X and the Mewtwo Y used Calm Mind and regular Mewtwo used Calm Mind, and Mewtwo X was more of like a bulk up set with Ice Punch, Drain Punch for land. It was a little bit more bulky, but the fact is the meta was just a little bit too fast. You needed to be able to keep up with things like Xerneas, and you needed to be able to actually have your restricted and Mega Pokemon last on the board a lot longer than the respective Mewtwo Mega forms lasted. So hopefully that solves the little mystery here. If you guys agree with this, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to make more in the future. Peace out, everybody.